And I think we,
Olaf is a very strong champion.
yeah, I think we saw Caleb play the Olaf in a couple games in the past, so makes sense for GMR to see that and be banning away, be banning the highest ranked one of the highest ranked players on this team.
Fear is the first of
Hmm?
many foes.
Alright.
Targeting Wayne's signature Garen pickup. Wayne will be playing
That
something other than
Garen
that.
one trick.
No cure for fear.
And a Yasuo ban,
Yasuo. I
probably.
know that Ray has been playing a lot of Yasuo in the
Yeah.
games, I believe.
And I'm pretty sure that Yasuo could have also been flex bot if they wanted to. So, good ban. Takes away the possibility of flex picks. So, on either side of this.
See what Ray bans here.
Looks like Ray will be banning out Anthony's Mordekaiser. Anthony's more of a Katarina one trick, but lately you've seen him prioritize that Mordekaiser over his main. So it's going to be interesting to see if he picks it up, especially with the Diana ban. Diana is also another one of those champions that Anthony likes to play in that mid lane. So I would be very surprised to not see a Katarina pick in this next phase of draft.
Indeed, Katarina is a very strong champion once ahead, and once ahead she can dominate and take over the whole entire game, you know?
The classic Lawrence pick. We've seen him play this over and over again.
Yep, Ito getting that comfort pick. They really needed to win this game. If they win this game, they lock themselves. They almost lock themselves into a playoff spot. They make playoffs very easy, a lot easier to get into with this win.
Tarek pick coming in with the Katarina,
And there's that
alright.
Katarina. So Dicho will be playing the Tarek along with this Katarina. Anthony once again going back to this comfort pick. Strayed away from it in a couple games prior, but decided this time he's going to play that cat.
Ooh.
And a Fizz
Alright.
pickup,
Fizz Ray.
probably going towards Ray.
It's a Fizz versus Katarina matchup in the mid lane. Do any of you play mid lane and know how this matchup goes?
Probably
I-
gonna farm those
I do
six,
not.
honestly.
But I do think that this is going to be very volatile, as these guys are
If
definitely
you look
very.
at if just based on their abilities, it's like whoever lends all their abilities. Like Fizz and Katarina both have a potential to dodge each other's abilities.
Yeah,
Yeah.
have, both of their E's
Fizz-
are very good at dodging stuff.
Pretty sure Fizz just has to get a lead before 6 on this Katarina.
Yeah.
And we're going to see a Shyvana
Shyvana
pickup. Shyvana's been played both in the top lane and in the jungle for GMR in the past, so it's going to be interesting to see where this goes. It's definitely a very valuable flex pick to start during this first phase of the draft. They're going to start with banning away Caleb's junglers.
Hmm. I know that Graves is a very strong jungler right now. I'd say Graves Ben is very smart.
Yeah, we've seen Caleb play these like heavy farming champions like Graves and do very, very well on them. So it makes a lot of sense for them to be banning that out. Ezreal also being banned on the side of Ray. I guess Ito now with that Varus pick gets to ban out some of the counters to that Varus that he doesn't want to play against, as Ornn finishes off the ban phase.
In the final ban of this game,
I'm
what's it
surprised
gonna
to see
do?
I'm surprised to see the Ornn ban. I was expecting more of like the Maokai and Sion champions that we've seen Armand like dominate on in the past, but with this Ornn ban, we see that they leave both of those champions up as Vayne gets locked in here for J lane.
Quite interesting. I'd
Just how about
say,
pick into a Varus Alistar.
yeah. I don't know, Vayne might just get
Yeah.
completely killed by all that CC, you know? Alright, we see a Hecarim. I do know that Ray has picked Hecarim in the past, and they've had some success with it.
Chad, as a former Hecarim main, what are your thoughts on the state of Hecarim as a jungler right now? As we see the Maokai
I feel
finish
like
off the draft.
I kind of quit Hecarim because I felt like he was a little bit too weak, but I don't know, I kind of started to pick him up again. I feel like his ganks are really strong, his team fighting is really strong, and overall, good champion, but I don't know about like his state in the meta right now. I think he's kind of in a bad state because like the current like top tier junglers like Graves, Karthus, stuff like that is like kind of hard for Hecarim.
Hmm. It's gonna be. I think this Jarvan is actually not that bad of a matchup for Hecarim, but
Yeah.
looks like we're gonna send that Shyvana to the top lane for Wayne. He's gonna have. I think he's gonna have a pretty good time farming him up and healing up on that Shyvana lifesteal Shyvana against Armon's Maokai here.
Mm-hmm.
So I think
I feel like
overall,
top lane's gonna be a pretty safe lane.
yeah,
Overall,
I think
looking
top
at
lane
mid
wins.
mid lane is the most volatile lane here.
Yeah, the ganks in the mid lane are gonna really determine who comes away with the lead in the early game. Because I think the bot lane of Ray should win out, but the top lane of GMR will probably also win out. So I think a lot of it comes down to this jungle matchup and how the mid lane plays out because of it.
Yep. Although the mid lane on both teams, it's extremely hard to gank due to Fizz and Katarina both having like massive mobility. You know.
So we are gonna head into this spectator delay, but once again, welcome everyone to the last day of the THSCS. These are the last two games to determine seeding and determine who's going to be playing some tiebreakers tomorrow, because we already know that there's going to be a bunch of tiebreakers being played. It's just a matter of which ones are going to be played. So
Yeah.
we hope that you enjoy the games and hope that you had fun these past 4 weeks as we enjoyed had a really successful regular season here at the THSCS.
Indeed.
What do you guys think
don't
of the
know.
drafts?
I feel like overall GMR has the stronger draft here.
GMR's team fight is going to be really good. You have the Katarina, Jarvan, Shyvana with these big AoE abilities, and then you have the Taric protecting everyone along with the Vayne dealing a lot of backline damage. So I think if when played correctly, this GMR comp is basically unstoppable.
I feel like if Taric gets a good ult off during like a crucial team fight, and Vayne gets like the invul, and like Katarina too, of course, and then they go in, I think it's gonna be quite deadly. You know, I feel like there's nothing much Ray can do against it unless they completely dominate in the early game.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Ito play more of an attack speed oriented build. Just against his team, you have three members of GMR that are very hard to like take down with just lethality with like the Shyvana, Jarvan, and Taric. And I think you're gonna need a little bit more like percent health with things like Lethal Tempo and Blade of the Ruined King and Ginsu's to really be able to wipe down these tanks in the fight, as you are one of the biggest sources of damage on this team.
Yeah. So what dragon do you think it's gonna be this game? What soul?
Oh yeah, we have 4 people, so one of us is gonna be right.
I'm
Going
predicting
Cloud. Cloud. I'm going Cloud.
going Cloud. I go Ocean.
Matt, you go. Matt, it's all you.
Matt,
What?
pick a soul.
I said mountain.
All right. So Gendra's going Infernal.
I'll go Infernal then. Yeah. So we hope that you're. I hope that it's Infernal, Drake. I feel like I've been on kind of a cold streak. I haven't really been able to protect the souls in a lot of these games. So.
Let's make sure that you're still on the cold streak. I'm gonna win.
Oh, okay.
Dang.
Harvester's leader.
Oh my goodness.
You know.
Oh shoot.
This top lane matchup with Wayne against Armon, I'm expecting Wayne to like pick up a massive farm lead over him. So, I mean, I think Shyvana is while is a pretty weak early game champion. I think she will be able to survive until like she gets a couple items at level 6 against this Maokai. So, I'm excited to see how this game turns out, how the top lane turns out.
But honestly,
Alright,
Maokai just building
starting
a
here.
pitch first now.
Game starting. Looking at the runes, do you see anything unusual? Maybe.
Something. So we see the comment on Varus for Ito, which means that he will be going that lethality build. I mean, I guess if Wayne decides to build not build any armor, I think it could be good, especially for knocking them down. But I do think that maybe with these beefy members of GMR, that going in attack speed build might have been a little bit better. We also see the aftershock on Armon on the Maokai, I
Yeah.
guess there's a bit of a debate sometimes between going grasp and aftershock, but looks like Armon is opting for that extra for that extra armor and MR when he goes in instead of some extra damage in the trades.
Mhm.
Everything
It's a
else
valid
looks
choice
pretty
given their
standard.
team comp, you know.
Yeah. I guess we see
Something.
Jarvan have a really aggressive rune setup with the Conqueror domination. So
Hmm.
instead of going
Looking
more,
at Hecarim, I noticed that he took Flash and not Ghost or Ignite.
that's
Which is,
true.
I feel like it's kind of unusual, but
I mean,
Flash
Flash
also
is
works.
a really good summoner spell.
Yeah, I know. I guess technically, we normally see Hecarim's take that Ghost and Ignite, and especially coming from Chad, I guess that means that it's relatively unusual. But we are getting into the game right now. Welcome to Summoner's Rift, everybody, and we will see if these teams have any level 1 shenanigans up their sleeves as we start this one off.
Hmm.
Oh, never mind.
I see Shyvana starting a nullifying mantle.
No magic mantle, 1 potion. Wow, that's a very interesting start.
Hmm.
I don't know what would he be building that into, like straight into like a Wit's End or something? Because I know if you're playing Shyvana, you want to rush like a Bork and Death Stance, right?
Hmm. He might be just building Wit's End for, I guess, the Maokai, but Maokai doesn't really do that much damage, right?
Maybe it's just building into Mercs.
Yeah, yeah.
Merc treads will be good against this team.
Hmm. They do have a Fizz and Maokai.
I mean, I wouldn't have. I think it might have been okay for him to go like, a Doran shield instead. But I guess he wants to rush. He wants to rush a certain item, I guess, with this setup. So
Yep. I see Fizz did put down a cheeky ward at the Raptor Bush.
Delicious.
Hmm.
Probably responding to the Jarvan in the bot lane. Or in the bot jungle, I mean.
Looks like both junglers are opting for a bot side leash.
Yep, getting that bot lane
Oh.
start. This Vayne and Taric is gonna be an interesting lane to see. Neither of them are very skilled. Are very strong in the laning phase. I guess the Taric is actually pretty strong, but that Vayne is gonna have trouble scaling, especially against this Varus Alistar. So watching the bot lane will also be a show to
Jarvan
watch.
looks to be looking for a gank bot lane
Oh
here.
yeah, looks like a level 2 gank might be possible here by Jarvan. He's gonna be walking through this tri-brush, has the blue buff, so no red buff gonna be available here. But both of the members of Array are both
he's
level
going
1.
in,
Exhaust
alright.
is gonna land onto Ito.
I
He's
think
gonna
Ray
use
might.
both sums. He's gonna and he tries to predict the flash, but that's gonna be first blood for Jamin there in the bot
Ethos
lane.
should have just flashed immediately. He was trying to save his flash, but that was really greedy.
Yeah, and it looks like the EQ didn't
Especially
hit
when being
the
exhausted.
EQ didn't even hit anyway, so looks like
I
it didn't
see
really matter.
GMR is being a little bit toxic here
GG.
with the early GG
Yeah.
in chat. Alright.
So that's gonna be very hard. So we were talking about early lane pressure in the bot lane for Ray, but getting that early first blood onto Jamin's Vayne here, and he now has a double longsword already. So it's gonna be a little bit harder for them to really try to assert dominance in this laning phase.
Yeah, but even with a double longsword up on this Varus, who only has a corrupting pot, I feel like Varus's range and his Q poke might prove to be very difficult for Vayne's like short range and stuff.
I mean, yeah, the lane is still probably going to still go in Ray's favor, but getting that early kill. Oh, we actually see a gank in the mid lane here. Katarina is going to be jumped on by the Fizz, and the Hecarim going to be forced to flash out of the way. We see a trade onto Wayne here. He cannot really auto here. He's just taking so much damage from these minions.
Minion damage. That was a very favorable trade for Maokai there. Looks like Hecarim might be looking for a dive on the Shyvana, but
yeah,
no, he's on Scuttle Crab.
Both junglers are in that top side. Jarvan doing the red buff there while Hecarim just clearing out this crab. So it looks like Ray will also be putting a ward down around the crab in the bot side river. So now I think Caleb knows that Jarvan is in his top side jungle, is looking for an invade.
Hecarim hits the plant but narrowly misses Jarvan. So now
I think Jarvan saw that the plant was used. Oh, maybe he didn't. We're gonna see a gank in the mid lane here, but it looks like both junglers are gonna be here for it. Looks like
looks like
Mickey's gonna be
Jarvan
forced
gets
to
out.
EQ out. So it looks like a gank with not much success on either side.
I feel like Hecarim maybe making a bad decision here. He should probably go straight for the bot lane Scuttle Crab and perhaps kill Jarvan there, or at least take it. Double Scuttle is very big now with the Super Scuttle, you know?
Yeah, it looks like Jarvan will be able to get that second scuttle, so no super scuttle in the early game here. Four rays of sunshine. But we were talking, yeah, in the bot lane, it looks like GMR's bot lane is actually pushing in to Ray and has a significant CS lead right now, despite the despite the slow push coming in.
Looking at the items so far, looks like looks like Hecarim's backed for a complete jungle item, while Jarvan's sitting on his Hunter's Machete and his Hunter's Talisman. So if Hecarim does happen to skirmish with Jarvan, I think Hecarim with the Chilling Smite might be able to win.
CS leads are definitely there in the top lane and in the bot lane for GMR right now. Wayne took it back with about a 20 CS lead. Now it's diminished to about 15. Looks like he's going to be rushing an early Spirit Visage with that Null Magic Mantle first item buy. Has the Kindle Gem in inventory right now. Probably going to be working towards that Spirit Visage, and I guess it makes sense, especially if you're going to be going against like this Maokai and Fizz. But we're gonna see a gank here on the Katarina. But honestly, Hecarim's level 4. Caleb's gonna have to be careful here. Meanwhile, Dragon is picked up by GMR. It looks like Fizzle is going to land onto the cap, but not much is gonna be done after that. We also see some trades in the top lane, but basically it looks like Ocean Dragon was picked up for GMR, and not that much else happened.
So if we're looking at the gold, GMR has about a 1.3k gold lead at 6 minutes. I don't know, this game doesn't seem to be looking so good for Ray.
Yeah, Ray is down about 1,000 gold. I think that GMR does outscale them a little bit. I think Shyvana, the Katarina, Vayne will all be really strong in this late game. So
Indeed. I feel like for Ray to win, they need kind of like a miracle right now. Or maybe just some heavy inting from GMR.
yeah, so far Wayne has still asserted his dominance in this top lane. Now at 20 CS lead, 7 minutes into this game. Mid lane is looking pretty even, while the bot lane has neutralized slightly in favor, but still in favor of GMR, as Wayne has his Cutlass now compared to the serrated Dirk on the side of Vita.
I think so far the only really even lane here is mid, I guess.
Yeah, mid lane is going pretty even right now. Both sides working towards those Hex Tech items. Gonna be different on each side though, as Ray will be going for the Proto Belt most likely. So right now, looks like things have calmed down a little bit after that early game gank for First Blood in the bot lane. So right now, it looks like the teams are just both comfortable with just farming for a little bit, getting those items, and waiting for a future point in the game to fight. Looks like we see the Jarvan actually go Warrior here. Typically, we see Jarvan's go for that Cinderhulk buy, but it looks like with that build, looks like Jarvan is going to try to go really aggressive in some of these early game ganks and try to get ahead that way.
Looks like both junglers are looking for a gank bot lane. Something interesting might happen here.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be a 3v3 there. Jarvan's going to EQ in. He's going to put an ult onto Ito, but he's going to get caught out with that Hecarim E. And with that, looks like Caleb going to pick up a kill onto the Jarvan. Meanwhile, he's going to ult in and take the kill down onto Dicho. That's now a double kill onto the Hecarim.
Double kill.
Meanwhile, it looks like we see some more trades in the mid lane. Ray takes down Anthony, while Wayne takes down Armand in the top lane. So that's a 3-for-1 in total for Ray, in favor of Ray.
Looks like Ray might have a chance now.
Very solid play.
There's a steady gold lead coming in the favor of GMR, but now it seemed to have come back just a tiny bit.
The 1.4k gold lead has evened out to like a 500 gold lead now. Hecarim now 2-0. I feel like he might be able to carry this game single-handedly.
So it looks like Hecarim has finished that Cinderhulk item already with his second kill of the game there. Some more trades in the bot lane. It looks like we see Alan use that headbutt to try to zone Jamin off of some CS, but not going to be that bad. He's going to pick up the rest of these minions here. And again, it looks like the game has kind of slowed down just a little bit.
Yep.
Oh,
Feel
nice
like-
stun onto Ito here. He has no flash. He just used it in the
Alright.
last fight. But it looks like Alan's gonna be having a lot of trades in return there, and it's actually gonna take Daniel down really low. Ultimate's gonna land onto
Ultimate?
Jamin here. Ultimate also gonna be
Ignite.
popped by Alan. Ignite's also gonna be used onto Jamin. So it looks like overall, good flash by Jamin.
Okay, good flash.
Dodge the Q by Ito to save his life. So it looks like overall, the Raid's bot lane have developed some pressure again. In that bottom lane.
Katarina burning Ignite in the mid lane. Looks
So
like
it looks
Fizz
like
is...
oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh, looks like Fizz is quite ahead of the Katarina right now. Able to zone her off in CS quite easily.
See Dragon spawning in about
Looks like
25
Jarvan's
seconds.
also going for
We're
another
gonna see
game.
another gank here by GMR. Ito is
Alright,
going to fall. Taric ult is going to be used. Maybe not necessary, but it is gonna make sure the rest of them are invincible. Meanwhile, we're gonna see Ray make a gank for this top lane, but a good ult by Wayne saves his life, prevents the Hecarim from knocking him back with that unstoppable on him. So very well played by Wayne, and he keeps his early lead.
Yep, looks like GMR might have another free dragon here.
Yep, jungler
Hecarim's
Ray
top
was
lane.
top lane. Looks like he might actually come back here, but it looks like
a
Wayne has
repeat
spotted him
gank.
out for now, and it doesn't look like Ray will be able to get a gank up onto this top lane. We see Wayne's build right now, going for a little bit of that CDR garage sale sort of build with that Caulfield's Lucidity Boots and Kindle Gem in inventory. And it looks like he will be building towards that Death to Dance now with the Aegis now in inventory as well. 45 CS lead for Wayne up in the top lane. He is going to have to carry some of these fights for GMR.
Yeah, for sure. Vayne, though, already has a Blade of the Rune King,
Yep, looks like all
while Varus only has an Umbral Glaive.
Blade of the Rune King definitely worth a lot more gold than the Umbral Glaive, but both teams right now, both bot lanes right now do have their first completed item, and it looks like we're going to see some more jungle presence in the bot lane. Minkyu is back
But
here.
Hecarim coming down
is
too.
also around the area, so we might see a bit of a 3v3 once again. Ultimate is available. The Cataclysm is there for the Jarvan knockup combined with the Taric stun. That is just beautiful. Ultimate's not even going to be needed to take him down. And there comes that Cataclysm onto Alan. He has the ultimate pop, but it's not going to be enough to. I don't think it's going to be enough to save his life. Dicho picks up another kill, so that's another 2 kills going in favor of GMR.
Looks like GMR's gold lead has widened up to like almost 3k now.
Yeah, so GMR has developed, has extended that gold lead after that initial span of losing some kills. They do manage to get some of that back.
Looks like Shyvana's on the Herald. This will be really big for GMR since they could Herald top lane and
Hecarim's actually bot right now,
Completely
gonna be
break it
ganking
open.
there, but it looks like Wayne ulted into the Rift Herald to try to get some extra damage onto it, and it looks like he will be able to finish it off with much ease. Does not look like Armon really knows where Wayne is right now, and I think that the Rift Herald will be picked up. Armon spots him out at just the last second when it's just too late, and it's not going to matter. Rift Herald is picked up by Wayne. Gonna have a lot of pressure up there in that top lane.
looking at farm differential once again. Looks like bot lane's up 23 for GMR in favor of GMR, while top lane now up nearly 60.
Wow. I mean, we were talking about Wayne's dominance in the top lane on the Shyvana against the Maokai, but I wasn't expecting it to be this intense. I mean, I thought Maokai might be able to hold himself a little bit more, but there it is. Rift Herald is going to be summoned here. Wayne is close to that ultimate form once again, so I don't know if Armon will be able to contest this. He's going to get... Oh, that is so unfortunate.
Oh,
The turret plate despawned the second before the Rift Herald hit the tower, so it does not look like Wayne will be getting the extra gold. Meanwhile, we see a solo kill
Like
in the
a-
mid lane. Ray just destroys Anthony there going to take him down. We're going to see, it looks like we're going to see Wayne
on.
try to take this turret down, but here comes that flash ult out of Hecarim.
Alright.
Going to have the flea land onto Wayne, and he might fall here. Does not look like the Ignite's going to be enough to take him down, and Maokai picks up his first kill of the game.
Very nice gank by Hecarim there. Looks like Jarvan might be looking for a kill on the Hecarim. He EQ's over, but Hecarim looks like Hecarim's backed off.
Well, it does give Jarvan some time to farm the top side jungle of Ray. Going to be taking that blue buff here, and I think
Looks like Fizz is
Fizz
collapsing.
is going to try to collapse on this with Maokai. The back is going to be started by Jarvan, but I don't know if it's going to be fast enough. He's going to EQ out. Nice EQ by Jarvan to keep him alive.
And he gets out.
Wow.
A little bit more flame from the Jarvan. Easy.
We were talking about aggressive build path. This man went warrior straight into a serrated Dirk, so he's definitely gonna go. He's definitely trying to go in for these one shots. He's gonna play this heavy damage Jarvan heavy damage Jarvan build.
I don't know if it's a really good idea though. Like,
yeah, I
he
think
really
going tank
bad
would be.
head.
I think going tank would be a little bit of a better idea. But it looks like Hecarim might just kill this Katarina all on her own. And it looks like Jarvan will be there to manage to save his life for now. And it looks like Minkyu might be trying to go in to try to kill this kill Caleb
Fizz
right
here.
now, and he will. Meanwhile, the Fizz ult is going to trade the kills 1 for 1. Meanwhile, we see Armon actually taking a good trade there into Wayne. We're going to try to see Wayne get his ultimate form so he can try to ult in there to return the favor on those kills. But yeah,
looks like he backs off.
Wayne's build is all
Might
over the
be-
place right now. Look at that. Look at his build. So many so many random pieces just like built right now. Going for as much high laning phase dominance as possible, I guess.
Looks like Fizz is roaming down bot.
With how fed Fizz is, I feel like they might even be able to dive here if they manage to kill Tarek before
EQ
his
landed
ult
onto
hits.
D-Show. Ultimate's going to be popped. It might be able to save him, and it does. Jamin's going to pick up his first kill. Meanwhile, they're going to be onto the rest of the team here. They're going to Q is going to hit, and that's going to be a double kill for Jamin. Good ult by Daniel to save the life of his bot lane. As GMR
Like some
managed to
more
pick up a double
flame
kill.
by GMR. LMAO coming in from Wayne.
And
like
Honestly,
Fizz
that
can't-
one I went too early.
Oh, and
The Fizz
Hector's
had
going
to
to
use
come
his
in
the
onto
escape option to come back out.
Oh, and it
Alright.
looks like
Fizz
Jamin
doing
might
a
be
lot
dead.
of
Good
damage.
flash. EQ flash is gonna land onto Ray as Minky picks up another kill onto the Fizz here.
A shutdown.
Ray's namesake is going to fall to Jarvan there as the second kill of the game. But this Vayne is very scary right now. Jamin is now 4-0-3, so definitely gonna be dealing a lot of damage towards these late game fights. We're gonna
Like
see
Wayne might be able to get a first tower
maybe
here.
be able to
No.
take the first tower, but it looks like Jamin will get it before him. And meanwhile, Cloud Soul. So the Soul was Cloud. I don't remember who predicted that, but looks like
One and only your boy, Jackham, boy.
Let's go, Jack. Good job.
Jack. So Jack ends up predicting the dragon correctly. Good job by Jack. But first turret is also going to be taken in the bot lane. I know, dude. I'm so mad.
Damn, Andrew wrong again, you know.
You know, I was last time when I cast with Andrew.
Yeah, Jack was right last time, I think, too.
Damn.
Oh, we're going to see
Alright,
Wayne going
Shyvana
all in
going
here.
in.
Flash is going to already be used by Armon, and I think that might be enough to get him out, but he's going to be forced to back here, and that's going to be turret picked up for Wayne, I believe.
Guys, what do you guys think Wayne's building?
I feel like
Probably Rage Blade,
I
right?
don't- Yeah.
It
No.
kind of looks like a Death's Dance though.
Yeah.
With,
Oh, Wayne.
Yeah,
Vegas.
Wayne? Oh, I thought you meant Ray. I thought you meant
Wayne.
Vayne. Sorry.
Oh, Wayne.
Yeah, Wayne's gonna,
Wayne Vayne.
I think Wayne's gonna go Death Dance into Spirit Visage and maybe Thornmail afterwards.
Hecker might be looking for a gank on Wayne here.
Yeah, it looks like 3 members of Ray will be trying to collapse onto the Shyvana. Doesn't have the shutdown, but is definitely up a lot of CS onto Maokai. Getting a kill on him will be crucial to relieve some pressure. Ultimate already used by Wayne, so he's not gonna have it to try to escape, and doesn't have that flash. Took the ignite,
Looks like
and
he
that's gonna
falls
be an
here.
easy kill for Ray. Gonna pick that one up. He's now 4-1-0 on this Fizz. Meanwhile, GMR
Unfortunately,
will be
Fizz
taking
is
the
wrong
mid lane
cost him
turret.
the mid tower.
So it looks like GMR does pick up the first 3 towers of the game. Now have a comfortable 5,000 gold lead. So despite Wayne being 1-2, he's still doing a lot of work on the Shyvana. Has a lot of pressure in the side lanes. Has that Death Dance finished off right now. Going to be going for that Visage next, I think. So Definitely going to be going for a lot of healing in his build, and we'll see how it turns out as he responds.
We see Vayne here with 2 completed items, almost a whole item up on the Varus, in fact. Jarvan seems to also have opted to go Umbral Glaive.
Yeah, very aggressive build by Jarvan. I mean, he has the 2 kills, has a bounty on his head right now. I still would have preferred to see some more tanky, a more tanky build onto him, but looks like he's going to be building AD here.
Yeah, something maybe like Cleaver or something. I feel like that might be more useful.
To completely fall off, so it's up to them to just end the game as soon as possible. Otherwise, the Jarvan's just gonna get one shot.
Jarvan's damage definitely falls off as you get into the later stages of the game. Also, if you're going lethality, you see like a Hecarim and the Maokai and Alistar here. I don't know if that's the best, like in terms of pure damage, just with the sheer amount of frontline that Rays of Sunshine has. So
Yeah. Although the Umbral Glaive does offer a lot of utility.
yeah, it does have that vision control. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
You see Wayne counter jungling GMR's. I mean, Wayne counter jungling Ray's jungle. Did he pick up that blue buff? I didn't actually see. He did not. So Caleb ended up stealing it from him. Next dragon spawning in about 2 minutes. Looks like both teams are going to try to be playing it safe until that point. But it looks like I think Jamin's going to be really scary in these next fights. As Chad, as you said earlier, has those 2 completed items already. Looking very strong. Has a lot of farm to his name as well. So I think Jamin on this vein will be doing some big damage in these team fights. And it's going to be up to him to try, him and Wayne to try to carry these fights for GMR.
Taric also has Zeke's, which means a lot of extra damage, you know, especially with that ultimate.
Yeah, I mean, if you stick that Zeke's onto like a Shyvana or Jarvan, you have 2 times the amount of storm damage going into that team, into the enemy team, as they go in. So definitely pretty scary for them.
Looks like both teams are getting ready to fight for this dragon. This dragon will be sold for GMR,
Yeah,
and
Ray
it'll
is
be
gonna
very
need
big
to
for
contest.
Taric, Jarvan, and really all of them.
Looks like
Looks
Wayne
like they
might
get
have
a
actually
pick.
gotten caught out here. Root's gonna land. He's gonna get chain CC locked for a while now. Dicho's gonna hit the ultimate and save
pop.
the life of Wayne for now. And here comes Jamin. Wayne, Fizzult's gonna buy some time for Ray, but it looks like a double stun for Dicho. Very nice. And here comes Jarvan. He's onto the squishies right now. A great cataclysm by him. Basically one-shots Ito. And I mean, guys, I think that's gonna be Soul.
Yeah, and with that, I think, yeah, another GG from Wayne.
It's honestly really not looking that good for Ray.
Yeah, it looked like a good fight for Rays of Sunshine at the beginning there. They got a good catch onto Wayne, nearly locked him down in CC enough to kill him, but
the Taric
ended up
ult.
ulting out with the Taric and ended up saving him. And that's going to be Cloud Soul for GMR. Meanwhile, Anthony gets caught out a little bit in that bot lane, going to be falling to Ray. Despite Rays of Sunshine being behind right now, they do have this 5-kill Fizz. Definitely has a big, definitely having dominance in this mid lane. We're gonna see
like
Allen get caught out
gonna
here.
get caught out here. I think he dies.
Jan
Yep.
picks up his 6th kill of the game. He's now dominating on this vein. Bot lane of GMR doing a lot of work this game. Typically we've seen them play more top centric, but today we're definitely seeing more of a bot focus for GMR. And you see what I'm talking about, like that lethality out of Varus. Like, I mean, despite him being behind, I still think that if he went like a more attack speed build, he would be able to melt some of these tankier members or with more heals on
Also, it'd be so much more useful like later on in the game.
We're gonna see a trade onto GMR here. It looks like Jamin is just kiting them so well. Ray manages to finish him off, but he's going to fall in return to that. Katarina picks up her first kill of the game. I mean, so overall 2 for 1 on the side of GMR. I mean, if you're Ray, that's still worth because you get that shutdown gold onto Jamin's vein. So 1,000 gold going to Ray, of all people. That is exactly who you want that gold going to. This Fizz is still gonna be really strong, despite being down about 7,500 gold.
I feel like Fizz might be their only win condition, but given like GMR's heavy peel with a Taric, I don't know. I don't know if Fizz is gonna be able to do anything here.
Super good for this Fizz.
Yeah.
So we're now 24 minutes into this game. GMR have again developed about a 6,500 gold lead. Wayne has been pushing these side lanes non-stop, has almost 10 CS per minute here. And I think the next objective is going to be looking towards that Baron.
It's like, no, nothing's gonna come of it. Hecarim getting counter jungled hard here. He doesn't
Yeah.
really have any camps to take.
I mean, no matter on whatever jungler Miku decides to play, he's been just power farming on everyone. He's been making power farming look good on every single champion, whether it's classics like Mundo or Graves or even champions like Jarvan or Trundle or Olaf, champions that you might see as more early game gankers, but he still manages to pick up so much farm on these junglers. So it's very impressive by him, and it speaks a lot towards the way that GMR plays the game and how they're going to be looking in the future for playoffs.
Speaking of power farming, you know, I do see that Jarvan has 60 CS, 70 now over the Hecarim.
Ult's going to be used by Wayne there. Maybe a little bit defensively, but honestly, I think it was mainly used just to clear some of these camps.
Asserting dominance,
maybe
you know?
even go for this. Maybe even going towards this Baron now that Wayne has his dragon form. Looks like it's going to be started up for now, and we're gonna see. We're gonna see if Ray decides to contest this. They are gonna take this pretty fast with the silver bolts on the Vayne, but here comes Ray. Good WQ here by Allen to engage the fight, and it looks like Wayne is not gonna be having his big form. There comes that Terracle. It's gonna be huge in this fight, but you see Jarvan basically getting one shot out. Alistar's gonna go down, and so does Ray and Ito, and Jarvan still manages to survive through all of that, and he's gonna pick up another kill. Jamin picks up his 9th kill of the game. That is a 4-for-0 for GMR.
Wow, unfortunate. Another bit of BM from Wayne, but I feel like this is, I mean, it's accurate, you know, he's telling the truth. It is kind of GG here.
So
And looks
GMR
like they pick up
picks
the
up the
Baron.
Baron. Now up 11,000 gold against Rage with Sunshine.
My god.
I mean, you saw there, like, that Fizz tried to go in, but the Tarek ultimate basically stopped any attempt for him to try to engage, so.
Yep. Looks like Katarina building for a death stance here. Kind of interesting, Andrew. What do you think about this build for Katarina?
I think I've seen it in some I've seen some players take this death stance build. Definitely provides a lot of hybrid damage for Katarina. With that a lot of that attack damage, and also just a lot of healing combined with the Hex Tech blade. She's gonna be healing
Mega
a lot
healing.
and
Isn't that
surviving
like
a lot of the
what?
fights.
It's like 30%, right?
Something like that. It's a lot. It's like a lot of.
Along
it's a
with
lot of
Conquer,
life
Let me check the items. Yeah, 30% Omni healing.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot.
Plus Conquer too. Conquer
Yeah,
is like
looks
what?
like
16%?
It's 15 on champions.
15 on
15?
champions.
45% Omni healing. My god.
It looks like, yeah, so it looks like Wayne and Anthony have opted for these mega healing builds, both with Conquer and also in terms of their item choices. Looks like Wayne will be building for that Blade of the Ruined King as his next item. So also going towards that heavy healing build on the Shyvana.
Looks like they might be looking for a cheese here.
4 members of GMR are in that little bush right there. Elder Dragon is spawning in about 10 seconds, so honestly, I think GMR is just hoping for a pick before this Elder spawns.
Looks like Wayne might be baiting for them, you know, doing the cheeky little taunt.
Once again, you see that Lethality Varus doing absolutely no damage to Wayne. It might be because he's 5 levels behind him, but I think a lot of it also has to do with just the way that he itemized.
It's like GMR's gonna be on this Elder. They do pick it up.
Oh man, I wasn't even paying attention. I wasn't even paying attention to the rest of GMR. They took that Elder
feel like
Dragon
there's,
so fast. Wayne was just baiting the rest of Ray not to think that they weren't on it. But Baron Buff and Elder Dragon are going to be on GMR as they're going to look to run it down to end this game quick.
Look at that Varus damage on the Shyvana. It's like nothing.
Yeah, it's almost negative.
His healing is more than the actual poke coming from Varus.
Bottom inhibitor
really
will
think
be
there's,
taken down for GMR. I think they're going to look for a fight to end the game here. I think if Jarvan can get a good engage with the Taric, it will be a very solid way to finish this one off.
I don't even think they need an engage. Just go in, you know. They can probably turret dive them with Elder and like their what 14k gold lead.
Oh, and it looks like you're
Yep.
right. That
That's
ultimate's
exactly
going to be
what they're gonna
popped
do,
by
actually.
every member of GMR. They're going to take down 2 members of Ray immediately. Ray is currently in the backline on this Fizz, trying to do something, but it's not going to be enough. He gets that
Fizz pops
lasagna
on,
finished
yeah.
off, but there goes the Condemn.
But
Ito's
he
still in the
died.
backline. Wayne is actually diving the tower. I mean, diving the
I
fountain. He's
think
going
the
to fall
Alistar
there. Oh yeah, Alistar must have headbutted him in or something. But with 3 members of GMR down, it looks like they're of Ray down. It looks like they're gonna try to finish this game off. Jamin 9-1-9 on this Vayne, doing so much work in these fights. There goes the first Nexus turret. It looks like Ito is going to be the next target here. Elder Dragon buff just barely does not take him down, and it looks like
Not gonna lie,
GMR
though. I'm
will
liking all
be
these war.
This win is for POA. Let's go, Wayne.
GMR
Look
is
at how much
on the
vision control
Nexus.
everybody
I
has.
am happy because that means that with this next game, we will be in contention for the playoffs still. As it looks like GMR is still going to BM in the base of Ray. Honestly, I don't even know if they're going to be able to end off of this.
Maybe a little bit of an int from
Elder
GMR.
Dragon
Nah,
is going to be popped.
end.
The buff is still available for them. And it looks like they're just going to go for more and more kills. Minkyu actually gets hit by that fountain laser. Definitely going to chunk him out for a lot of damage here. Ray is going to be going on to Vayne, but it will not be able to kill him. The Elder Dragon
Elder
buff
Dragon
once
kills
again
him.
takes these guys down. Wayne is
More
back
kills
in
for
the
the
fight.
Vayne.
And so he will also be here to be in the closing picture as this game gets finished off. And they're really BMing right now.
Oh,
And
Taric
that's gonna
died.
be it, as the game will end right now. GMR in 31 minutes take down Rays of Sunshine, extend their record to 5-3. That's a tie. That's a tie with Shrig News for 3rd place.
Very nice by GMR. Congrats.
So, if you guys had to pick like a MVP for this game, do you
MVP, I'd say probably the Vayne.
Yeah, Jimmy played it really well.
Maybe Vayne and Taric. A lot of the Taric ults really saved them.
Yeah. But like some of the fights I thought like Radio was definitely gonna win, but that Taric ult, oh, it did so much. It's only a 3 second, but it still had a huge impact on the team fight.
Yeah. One invite both of them.
yeah, I'm gonna invite both of them right now. They're not in the Discord right now, but I'm gonna ask them for the interview. But if you guys want to talk about the game for a second.
Alright, I feel like that game was. I think Ray might have lost from the draft, you know, and also their build paths.
Definitely.
Yeah, GMR had a lot stronger of a team comp, as well as like Ray. They didn't really build right, I'd say. Hecarim didn't really capitalize off the early lead, and also Varus opted for a lethality build instead of something more attack speed on hit focus, which kind of, I don't know, it made him really useless. Although he might have been useless even with like more attack speed oriented build.
If you look at GMR's team, Katarina, Shyvana, and Vayne, all of them are trying to get Death Dance.
Yeah.
3 Death Dance picked up for GMR.
Crazy healing. Did Ray even build any like healing reduction? I feel like they did.
They brought one. Varus bought a Grievous Wound. The
Executioners. He does have executioners built into his kit, I think. So overall, I don't know. GMR played well, yeah. But I feel like Ray also made some mistakes that GMR did capitalize on.
Oh, next match is POA versus
And that-
THSCS.
Yeah, I was just about to say that brings a lot of pressure for this next game. GMR do take the
Andrew,
victory
will
over
you
Ray.
be jungling or would Hudson jungle?
I think Hudson is going to be taking it this time. You know, it's a game
So
that
you-
matters, so they don't need another inter on the team. So
Oh,
Hey, man.
Damn, bro. No, hey Andrew, come on, you're doing perfectly fine.
Andrew, remember the time we put you jungle, I lane, and we won that we climbed out?
oh my gosh, yeah.
Just remember those times.
What?
Forget
So-
about the. Just forget about
Wait.
the Nunu.
Is Andrew not playing?
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Hi, peep.
Who's this? We got Wayne and Jamin in from GMR. Guys,
Woo!
congratulations on your win.
Good job, boys.
Thank you.
First of all, I want to say thank you for taking this win for us, because you know, by winning you still help, you leave us in a chance for us to qualify for playoffs. So thank you guys.
Aaron asked me to win yesterday, so
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, taking
So
taking
we won
the
for him.
advice.
yeah.
Well, we want to start. Well, great job by both of you guys. Jamin, I want to start with you. You had an incredible performance on that vein.
Yes.
So can you just want to describe your thought process behind the early game and how you got those kills to snowball
I
your
mean,
lead?
in the ban phase, they banned Ezreal and took Varus. But as I said before, I said don't ban Varus. That also means don't take Varus. But since they took Varus, I chose Vayne, which I can carry hard.
Yeah.
And then when I was in Korea, I was once called Shin Vayne. Shin
Oh.
being my last name. So I
Alright.
mean, it could be my signature pick. So I think they just thought, oh, I'm silver, so I'm not gonna do well. But they got wrecked, basically.
You really proved yourself today. Good job.
Thanks.
Yeah, Wayne, I want to bring this to you. First of all, I love the headband, looking very good.
Thank you.
But you play the Shyvana again in the
Yeah.
top lane. You didn't have that many kills, but you managed. You still had a lot of pressure and managed to pick up a lot of CS and stuff. So, like, what did you do to dominate your lane?
Today's game was so boring. Like, my lane was way too easy. I just farmed. Like, that was the only thing that I did this game. If you saw my CS, it was like 50
Yeah,
that I could do against that Maokai, who just Q farms and run away with. It's only farms though. I don't think I really dominated the line because he was already like afraid to do anything against me. Yeah.
We saw
You really
some.
asserted the dominance, you know.
When we saw a bit of some BM at the end of the game. You guys fountain dove like 3
Oh.
times. Do you guys think you were just so far ahead that you could just do that?
Yeah. That was the only thing that I could do to make this game fun.
I see.
So yeah.
We
But-
just wanted to give some kills to Katarina.
Yeah.
We just felt bad.
he was making the game like funnier. Giving kills to Fizz. They gave us the joy of protecting Vayne.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So-
you guys extend your win streak to 5 now. That's now 5 wins in a row. And
Yeah.
you guys have to play a tiebreaker against the Shrig News now for 3rd place tomorrow. What are your thoughts about that game?
Huh? Sorry.
So now that you guys are 5 and 3, you have to
Mhm.
play a tiebreak tomorrow against Shrig News.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, but we still go to playoff, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's to determine
Okay.
who's 3rd place and who's 4th place.
Oh.
So
I don't know.
what do you guys did you guys study the Shrig News at all, or what do you remember from the last time you guys played?
First of all, we don't even know who we're playing against because we're now afraid.
Okay.
We actually want to do no bans and during the ban phase, but I think that's too much PM, so we might just ban their most champs each lane. And yeah, you see our win streak, 5.
Wait, I have a question, Wayne. Your team
Huh?
was playing pretty bad in the beginning of the tournament, so how did
Yeah.
you guys get so good?
Because first 3 games, I think I told you
I
said
think
this
we were
last
just
time.
getting used to the tournament game.
Yeah, and like after the 3 loss streaks, we decided to do either we all go in or we all not go in. Like so, when someone calls something, we should all go in or not at all.
Teamwork.
Teamwork
Yeah.
number one.
So, yeah, GMR, do you guys have anything else to say before we end the interview and let you guys go?
If you see the stream chat, there's a dude called Day660. He's like Jiho. He doesn't want to admit us. He doesn't want to admit that we're good. You're dumb. You're this shit, like something like that. I don't care. He will see the result. I'm gonna prove with result that we win this league.
Okay, Wayne. Okay.
All right. Well, good luck.
So
Best
do
of luck.
you guys think you're gonna win the split?
Of course.
Okay.
Saw our win streak, didn't you?
Confident words from GMR as they pick up 5 wins in a row and are now at 5-3. So yeah, Jamin and Wayne, thank you very much for coming onto the stream, guys.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, excellent performance. Good job, guys.
Inky Mori.